Who is ready for this? Welcome to Friday. Welcome to the weekend. It is A-Bomb with you. In the middle of another Braves game. This is typically when I bust in, when I just kind of break right in somewhere in the middle of the game. Sergeant Gibby, happy Friday to you. So as soon as I break in, Arizona gets on the board, and they just hit a 2-run bomb right when I was going live. But that's okay. We still have the lead. It's 3-2. Top of the fifth inning from Truist on a Friday night. Glad you could tune in. And there's 2 outs. Just had a strikeout. Inoa struck 1 out. He has thrown 61 pitches, and he was throwing a shutout until about 90 seconds ago. How was your Friday? Did you go casual today? Does it even matter anymore? I did find out today that eventually I am going to have to go back in and work in the sterile corporate environment. I don't know if I can handle that anymore. Being away for over a year from that and then expecting me to come back and be creative and be in a good mood and do all the things that you need to do in that sterile corporate environment where you have to get permission to fart. And there's the end of the fifth inning, at least the top of the fifth. And that was a fly ball to Acuna, out number 3. But Arizona gets on the board and puts on two runs, and it's 3-2 Atlanta now with a 1-run advantage. All the action brought to you tonight by Waffle House. How do you like your hash browns? And by treasurehunt.ga, home of Beth's paintings. We're efforting Bone Crusher. We expect him to join us at any moment. Hopefully he clicked the notification bell and gets those alerts as soon as I go live. That's really the only way to go. And now I see the Bone Crusher. Welcome in. Welcome in. Bone Crusher, says Gibby. We're in a timeout at Truist Park. We're going to take our first quick break. I'll be right back with you in 60 seconds. Freddie Freeman leads us off. Freddie batting .215 on the year. 5 home runs, however, and 10 RBI. Weaver gets the sign and delivers. And it's a swing and a miss. Freddie's got to get going with that batting average for sure. He will. He looks at the ball. We got a busy, busy night all across Major League Baseball, and we will keep you updated as we go through the stream. And also keep an eye on the Hawks, who tipped off about 10 minutes ago. The Hawks are at halftime in Atlanta, where it's 62-61. Atlanta with that 1-point lead. Freddie flies one to left center. No problem there. He's 0 for 3 already in this game. I'll get you updated on the weather and the forecast for the weekend. You got to have that to figure out what you're going to do. So I'll have that for you a little bit later on. I'll let you know how many steps I've taken today and where I am for the week on that. So all that's going to come your way a little bit later on. And whatever you want to talk about in the dugout. If you've got something you want to hit on, let us know in the dugout, in chat. We're on a march to 1,000 subs. And at this pace, we'll get there in the year 2027. So who knows? Maybe maybe we can up that timeline a little bit. And I do have to ask you to give me a thumbs up. If you'll do me a solid on that, a thumbs up. A subscribe would be sweet. Notification bell if you need another notification in your life. You're welcome to hit this one up. Already got 2 likes, so that's large. And so here is a payoff pitch to Ozuna, leading off the bottom of the 5th. Check that. And that's a foul ball. He is not leading off. There's already 1 out. Did I miss an out? Okay, yeah, I just adjusted the camera. I hope that helps a little bit. That should be a little better. And Ozuna strikes out. Okay, well, there's... What the hell am I looking at on the screen? They had some problems with the scoreboard the other day. Don't tell me there's more. It's probably me. So according to the scoreboard, there is 1 out and a runner on first. Let's see who that is. Who's on first? Anybody know? Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know who's on third. Yeah, Freddie struck out, right?
I mean,
I don't know, man.
Is
But I do know that Albies is 1 for 2.
the eye.
He's at bat with a runner on first and 1 out. And he hits a ground ball over to second. Only play is at first. Runner on first is at second base now.
gutter cleaning forever. We guarantee
And it's
you'll never have to
Ozuna
clean those nasty.
that made it over to second base. So Ozuna's at second base with 2 out. Okay, yeah, Ozuna must have walked. So here's Dansby. Be nice to add another insurance run. Here's the pitch to Dansby. It is fouled out of play. I don't know, Gibby. I'll have to go rewind the broadcast as soon as when it's over. I'll go back and listen. I need to remember. Oh yeah, what did I say around whatever time in the broadcast this is in the stream? We probably will not know the answer to that until then, but you might be able to run it back, actually. You might be able to go back. And this one from Dansby is hit pretty hard, and that is going to split the gap and roll all the way to the wall. There's a run in. Ozuna scores, and Dansby comes into third, and he's there with a triple, sliding in. It's 4-2 Braves. Triple from Dansby. How about that with 2 outs? Hit it really hard into the gap, split it, rolled all the way to the wall, and Ozuna, who was on second, easily scored, and Dansby slid into third with the triple. Gibby has Kroger chicken tenders and wedges. I know about that. Here's Heredia. He's 1 for 2. The old potato log wedges. Solid. Don't know if I've ever had Kroger chicken tenders. I've had Publix chicken tenders a million times, and theirs are good. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Heredia, and he looks at a ball. After he showed bunt, he pulled back, and it's 2-0. How are those Kroger chicken tenders? Let us know, really. I mean, is it good? Do you have anything you can compare it to that we would all know? Like Publix chicken fingers, for instance? The pitch to Heredia. There's a ground ball over to third base. And he throws to first, and that is out number 3, but not before the Braves had an insurance run. And it came from that RBI 3-bagger from Dansby, and the score is 4-2 Atlanta, heading to the 6th inning. And we'll be right back with a What's for Dinner segment brought to you by Waffle House. That is coming up right after this, along with more Braves baseball for you. It's A-Bomb on a Friday night, and Atlanta has a 4-2 lead. Thanks for that, Gibby. Yeah, I'm just sitting here yapping on mute. So what I was saying is that welcome to the Waffle House What's for Dinner segment. Waffle House, how do you like your hash browns? I don't think I'm muted anymore, right? Okay, good. So, this What's for Dinner segment, we were talking about before the break how Gibby had the chicken fingers and those awesome potato wedges. He said that, admitted that what we all thought, this is what we thought was going to happen, but we didn't really know for sure that, yes, they are pretty good, but they're not as good as Publix. And my response was, who is? You know, it's a tall order trying to meet or exceed what Publix has going on with their chicken fingers. But with all that said, Kroger is my store. Like, that's the closest store to where I live. And so next time I see the chicken fingers over there, and this is a big if you can get an employee to come over there and deal with you, that's the problem with trying to order stuff from the deli area in any grocery store. And meanwhile, it's 4-2 in the top of the sixth, and we've got a full count on Calhoun. There is one out and nobody on base. And man, I forgot where I was going with that. Oh, yeah. When it comes to getting food from the deli section, good luck getting an employee to help you with that, right? Everybody knows what I'm talking about. And there's a fly ball, and that one is caught in the air by Ozuna, and that is out number 2. Nobody on base. Top of the sixth. But if you're ever trying to get sliced deli meat, right, or anything from the area that's in, including chicken fingers and all that, it's a pain in the ass. Either getting somebody's attention or having to wait in line because they've got one person trying to take care of a bunch of customers, and it takes a little bit of extra time because they have to slice it. It's a little bit longer of a customer interaction. But if I can get a worker to fetch me some chicken fingers and wedges next time in Kroger, I'll try it out myself, and I will have the proper expectation going in. So that review brought to you by Gibby. And then the Bone Crusher was talking about his Doritos Locos Taco with fire sauce that he got at Taco Bell. And as I said when we were muted, that's pretty much my choice as well. That's what I go to. But anything that I get from Taco Bell, I make it a Supreme. But yes, on the fire sauce, that's the kind of sauce I get. I agree. I think that's the best sauce they have. And pretty much everything I get at Taco Bell, I'm going to get it Supreme, unless it's something on the value menu that doesn't come with Supreme, you know, really, like a cheese roll or whatever it is. You know, I will not do it then. Yeah, fried chicken from Publix is, we all know is the best. So we're in between innings right now. The Diamondbacks did not score in their half of the sixth. So we head to the bottom of the sixth inning, and we are in Truist Park from Atlanta, Georgia. On a Friday night, Braves have a 4-2 lead. We'll be back, and we'll check all the scores around the league next. We are now in the bottom of the 6th. The Braves have a 4-2 lead, and Riley is batting. He hit a 2-run bomb. And he's got a 1-1 count now. Austin 1 for 2 on the night. The wind and the 2-1 pitch, that is outside, 3-1. Luke Jackson. Luke Jackson alert. He's warming up in the bullpen. Well, a lot of people on Twitter are asking me. A lot of you guys are asking me what's going on with my daily amount of steps. So I have put in 10,000 steps every single day this entire week, and I just took a look at today, and I am at 99.78. So I'm almost there. And that's just steps where I've got my phone with me. I don't have a Fitbit. I'm not that into it. But my point is, I've now had the entire week, starting Monday, 5 consecutive days, 10,000 steps. How about that? And I'm going to go ahead and do it for at least the rest of the weekend as well. So that's 70,000 steps in a week. But I'm not satisfied with that. I am going to do the superhuman feat and try to hit 100,000 steps in a week. Ain't that some shit? Let that marinate for a second. 100K steps in a week. Not there yet, of course, but looking at Sunday. If everything goes right, let's hope the weather is good in Metro Atlanta this weekend. In fact, we will check that coming up. Very important to me. Because if the weather sucks, then I'm going to have to take it indoors somewhere. Because I got the streak going. Maybe I'll go to Gwinnett Place Mall. That place is dying. I might go and say goodbye to that place. Luke Jackson fan in the house. Sergeant Gibby. That's a hell of a take. That's a rant for you. Keep those likes coming. Like. Don't forget to subscribe. Give yourself another notification in life every time I go live. Right on your blower. We need to get a few subs. Be nice to get to 360 tonight. So we've got Austin Riley on first. And there's a swing and a miss. Adrianza on deck. Alex Jackson at the plate. And not sure what happened to Jackson. I'm not paying close enough attention to this game. But there's a guy pitching, and his name I cannot really quite pronounce. Bukowskis, I guess. Bukaki. I bet people call him that all the time. We'll just call him Bukaki. That's as close as I can come to this guy's name. And he's the pitcher for Arizona right now. So Adrianza at bat. And he hits one into left field, not too deep. And that is caught for the out. There's 2 outs. And back to first goes Austin Riley. So here's Acuna, 0 for 3 tonight. That means he's overdue. He is batting an even .400, and he has 7 home runs on the year. And a little insurance would never hurt. As the late, great Skip Carey used to say. All right, Crusher, thanks for that tidbit. Austin Riley has a 3-game heater going right now. A 3-game hitting streak. And that home run today took care of that. Took care of today's hit. And here's the 1-0 pitch to Acuna. That's right in there. Right down Peachtree for a called strike. Well, we said right here on this very same air, on this same YouTube stream a couple of days ago that if Austin Riley didn't start delivering, he was going to have to leave the lineup. He knew it. Everybody knew it. And here we are a few days later, and he's got a 3-game heater going. And we also talked a few days ago about the Braves' anemic batting averages. Acuna looks at one on the corner for a strike. It's 2-2 to him. 2 outs and a runner on first base. So we know there's no problem with Acuna. He's batting .400 after going 0 for 3 tonight. And he's still at .400. Freddie Freeman, however, going the wrong way. And Acuna grounds it over to short onto first, and that's going to do it for the 6th inning. And the Braves have a 4-2 lead as we head to the 7th on a Friday night. So hang tight for me for about a minute or two, and I will be back. This is A-Bomb, and you're watching Braves Baseball, brought to you by Waffle House. everybody, watch your cornhole. Luke Jackson is in the game. He has that different look this year. He's rocking a average guy, business stiff look. No more shaggy hair. You wouldn't even recognize the dude. As promised, a look at some scores around the league brought to you by treasurehunt.ga. That's coming right up. Coming soon to this stream, we're going to have StreamYard capability so we can bring in guests. And there is a base hit into left field for Arizona. That's how they lead off the 7th inning, with a single. We'll tell you about the Hawks game as soon as we go over these Major League Baseball scores. And this is brought to you by treasurehunt.ga, home of Beth's Paintings. In Baltimore, the A's have a 3-1 lead over the Orioles. That one's in the 7th inning. And Cabrera is now batting, by the way, with nobody out and a runner on first for Arizona. Luke Jackson throws over to first, runner back safely. Welcome in. Dan highlights. We're in the top of the 7th inning from Truist Park in Atlanta. And Luke Jackson looks in for the sign, and here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. That is strike 2. It's 0-2. The Royals have a 6-2 lead over the Tigers. That one's in the 7th inning from Detroit. The Yankees up 5-3 on the Indians in the 6th from Cleveland. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one was taken low. It's 1-2 now on Cabrera. It is the Red Sox 5 and the Seattle Mariners 2. That one is headed to the 6th inning for Boston. In Tampa Bay, the Blue Jays have a 5-3 lead over the Rays in the 7th. A big National East battle going on tonight. Currently, the Mets are taking advantage of the Nationals to score in New York. The Mets 4, Nationals nothing, 7th inning. Angels and Astros scoreless in the 4th. From Houston, the Twins are up 1-0 over the Pirates. That one's taking place in the Twin Cities. And here's a 2-2 pitch. It is in the dirt to Cabrera. And the count is now 3-2. Was 0-2. Now it's 3-2. We told you about the Twins up 1-0 on the Pirates. And then the White Sox have a 5-0 lead over the Rangers. That one is on the south side of Chicago at whatever the name of that stadium is, Guaranteed Rate Stadium. The 3-2 pitch, inside ball 4. So went from 0-2 to walking him, and now we've got runners on first and second with nobody out. Arizona has ducks on the pond, and they've got something cooking, unfortunately. Continuing on with the games in action, the Cardinals have a 5-0 lead over the Reds. That game is in St. Louis, and it is in the top of the 4th inning. The Phillies and Rockies are playing tonight in Colorado. We are in the third inning from Denver, and the Phillies have a 1-0 lead there over the Rockies. And we've got a final. There's one final in, and that game was earlier this afternoon. I actually watched this game while I was working from home, and it was on mute most of the time. But it was on MLB Network, and the Cubs all over the Brewers. Final score from Wrigley, 15-2. Here's the pitch to Escobar now, with runners on first and second and nobody out. Coming up in about half an hour, the Marlins and Giants from San Francisco, and from Dodger Stadium, a 10-10 Eastern start has the Padres at the Dodgers, and that one is going to be on MLB Network, and it's Yu Darvish against Clayton Kershaw. That should be a really good game, so if you have MLB Network, make sure to watch that one. It starts at 10:10 Eastern. And this one should be over by then. Hopefully the Braves will have won by that time. But meanwhile, we've now got a 1-2 count on the batter. Yeah, somebody should have told. Thanks, Mark Lane. Yeah, I finally saw the music was still going. I did not mean to do that. And there's a pitch over to Freddie Freeman, grounded over to Freddie, that is, and he throws on the second with a force, for the force. So we've got an out, finally. It was not a double play, unfortunately. So we've got runners on the corners now with one out. And Mark Lane says, my daughter flew into Chi-Town today. Okay, well, that is a busy, busy place. I actually went to Wrigley Field in 2019 for the first time. It was amazing. I loved it. I went to Wrigley in September of 2019. It would have been awesome if it was a Braves game. It was not. And there's a fly ball and nice play in right field for the out. That was Acuna with a nice grab out there. Welcome in, Official Pancake. Welcome in on a Friday night. Yeah, man, great to see you. I will be right back with you. I gotta get some water. But first, we have a pitch to Rojas, who's 0 for 2, and that's a strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouled away. But yeah, great to have Official Pancake in the house. We've got a few people tuning in that we haven't seen in a while. That's awesome. Thanks for stopping in on Friday night. 1-2 pitch is high. A 2-2 pitch. That one is a line drive into right field. It falls in. 1 run is in. And that was it. They hold the runner at third. So with 2 outs, it ends up being a RBI double. And it's now Atlanta 4, Arizona 3. That bites. Did Sergeant Gibby mention anything about that before? I'm trying to think back. I'm trying to remember. Did Sergeant Gibby mention anything about that? The Bone Crusher is doing the Cubs-Braves game on Monday. You see him there in the dugout, so do not forget, this is imperative, to subscribe to his channel. So we've got Andrew Young batting for Arizona, not the former mayor of Atlanta. And before Andrew Young can even step in the batter's box, Snit comes out, and he's going to make the Verizon Wireless call to the bullpen. So we'll step aside for just a moment. We're in the top of the 7th, and the Braves are clinging to a 4-3 lead, and I will be right back. Tyler Matzik is coming in to pitch for the Braves now. Tyler Matzik pitching for your Atlanta Braves. So Andrew Young, again, not the former mayor of Atlanta, but a pinch hitter for the Arizona Diamondbacks, is coming up to bat. Runners are on second and third, 2 out. The pitch is a strike. It's 1-0. Check that. 0-1. Runners on second and third. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. That is in there. 0-2. That one came in at 98 on the gun. Here's the 0-2 pitch. 99, but just a little bit inside. Matzik looks in for the sign, and here comes the 1-2 pitch. That's low. And it's 2-2. Gibby says, call him Tyler Fatsack. Here's the pitch, and that is a foul ball. Same two teams tomorrow night. Same time, just after 7 p.m. Eastern. The Hawks have a 107-94 lead over the Heat. 7 minutes and 42 seconds left in regulation from State Farm Arena in that one. And it's now 3-2. Another situation where the Braves got a batter 0-2 and then ended up running it full. And Fatzik steps off the rubber for just a moment, and we'll reset and do it again. Andrew Young from North Dakota. Not too many major leaguers from that remote place. And it swung on a miss. Strike 3. Come on. That's awesome, man. Come on with it. Grab some bench. And that'll take care of the D-Bags in the 7th inning. So it's time to stretch in Atlanta. The 7th inning stretch is upon us. We'll step aside and be back with you in just a moment. So the Braves hang on to their 4-3 lead as we head to the bottom of the 7th on a Friday night. A-bomb, right back. New pitcher for Arizona is Juan Lopez. And Freddie Freeman is up, and he looks at the ball. Freddie's 0 for 3, average at 212. Freddie Freeman's hitting 212. We'll take a look at the National League East scores. We'll keep a close eye on all those. Anything that affects our standings. And Freddie pops one up, and that's going to reach the seats out of play. So the Phillies have a 1-0 lead on the Rockies. That one's in the 4th inning. And we have the Mets and the Nationals playing each other. That one's in the bottom of the 8th. The Mets have a 4-0 lead. And Freddie fouls off the pitch. He fouls off the 2-2 pitch. It's still 2-2. And then I think, one more NL East game. The Marlins and Giants get started in about 10 minutes from San Francisco. Freddie looks at a ball. It's now 3-2. Gibby says DeGrom has 15 strikeouts in that game. Here's the payoff to Freddie. Swung on and missed. Got him with the breaking stuff. And man, Freddie, another tough night at the dish for him. We are not used to seeing that. Oh man, I froze up. Tell me my system crashed. All right, I'm back. I don't know if I lost anybody. I don't know if anything weird happened there. It looks like I just recovered from a crash. And we're just over an hour into this stream. Welcome in, guys. It is 57 degrees in Metro Atlanta. And Ozuna pops one up in the infield, a mile high, and it comes down in the glove of Rojas. And that is out number 2. Thank you, Bone Crusher, letting us know that the audio and video is okay now. My ESPN.com crashed on me, where I had the scoreboards up. We have 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in regulation from State Farm Arena in Atlanta, where the Hawks have a 109-98 lead on the Miami Heat. Somebody broke a necklace, apparently. And by somebody, I mean one of the Braves. But I guess we're back to live action now. And here's Albis. And he gets a hold of one. Back to the wall and gone. Into the chop house. And that's a long home run by Ozzy Albis. That makes it 5-3 Braves. No doubter from Ozzie Albies. He pulled that one into right field, into the chop house, and put the Braves up by 2. And that's 2 hits tonight for Ozzie. And he's one of those with a god-awful batting average. I'll have that for you in moments. And meanwhile, we've got Dansby up. He's 1 for 3. So Ozzie is 2 for 4 tonight, and he got the average up. Get this. And meanwhile, Dansby Swanson grounds over to short, and that's out number 3. But the Braves put on an insurance run with that long home run by Ozzie Albies, and it's Atlanta 5, Diamondbacks 3. But, man, I had a point. I forgot it. Totally forgot what I was talking about. So, hang tight for me, with me. I'll be back after we take this quick break as we head to the 8th inning on a Friday night. And I like the way this one is going because the Braves are up 5-3. We just got to hold them now, and our bullpen has to do the job. So I'll be right back with you. Do not move. Sick back in there. As we head to the top of the 8th inning, Braves have a 5-3 lead. Pavin Smith is leading off the Diamondbacks half of the 8th. It's now 1-1. This dude's first name is Pavin, right? And I happen to be listening to Braves radio before I came on the stream. I was actually taking a pretty long walk, and I was listening to the Braves game on the 680 The Fan app. And they were saying that Pavin's dad was such a huge fan of former PGA golfer Corey Pavin that he named his son Pavin. And Pavin hits one into left center. Oh, and they can't get it. It's up against the wall. Pavin at second base, and he's going to be in there with a stand-up double. Just out of the reach of Ozuna. Man, he could have had that, possibly. Let's see this replay. Just off his glove. He probably should have had that one. But tough. I mean, tough play. But, I mean, it hit his glove. I think he should have had that one. And so Cole Calhoun is batting for Arizona. Runner on second and nobody out. And Fatzik is in the game for Atlanta. He's a really average-looking dude, by the way. I think we've talked about this before. If you saw this guy in his street clothes and he was not wearing Braves gear and a cap, you would just think he was some dude from the oil change place down the road. There's a grounder into the shift and over to Ozzy Albies. Throws to Freddie Freeman, and there is out number one. Runner advances to third base. So runner on third with one out. I promised a weather forecast. So let's take care of that. Brought to you by treasurehunt.ga. So, for the metro Atlanta area, tonight, look for partly cloudy conditions. And then, get this, there is a chance of rain overnight. In fact, there is a 100% chance of rain overnight. For tomorrow, we've got another 100% chance of rain with the possibility of heavy thunderstorms, 100% chance of rain, and looking at about an inch or two tomorrow. Okay, so we've got a really rainy Saturday in store for us, but then Sunday's looking great. Sunshine and 73 for Sunday. And then back to work Monday, 77 and sunshine for Metro Atlanta. Right now, it is 57 in Duluth. And here's the pitch to Matheson. And that's a swing and a miss. We've got a runner on third and one out. And a 2-2 count on Matheson. Matzik dealing to Matheson. The 2-2 pitch. It's low. Did he go? No, he did not, says the appeal. So it's a full count now to Matheson. Here's the pitch. It's in the dirt, gets away, and runner on third comes in to score on the wild pitch. And it's 5-4 Atlanta. Wild pitch Matzik. It was ball four, so that dude's on first base. And then the guy on third came around and scored on the wild pitch. 5-4 now in the top of the eighth. Runner on first and one out. And let's now take a look at the Panama City Beach forecast. And it looks like we've got plenty of rain down there as well. And by the way, we just had an out. Nice. One pitch And that was out number 2. 1 pitch, 1 out for the batter who flew out to right field. So there's 2 outs now and a runner on first.
So here's the interesting part of the lineup card for Arizona. You've got back-to-back switch hitters in Cabrera and Escobar. Cabrera bunted
For Panama City Beach, scattered thunderstorms developing late tonight. Chance of rain 50%. Again, possibility of scattered thunderstorms developing late tonight in Panama City. And here's the pitch to Cabrera over to third, and he fields it, throws on to second. Ozzie covering second base, and you got a force out there. And so the Braves get out of the inning. A run did score, but it could have been a little bit worse. So we'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Braves are up 5-4, and we're going to have the entire full 3-day Panama City Beach weather forecast as soon as we come back from this break. More Braves baseball coming your way next. We are back, and we promised you a Panama City Beach weather forecast that's coming right up. But first, Heredia hits one foul as he leads off the bottom of the 8th inning. The 6, 7, and 8 batters are due up for Atlanta here in the bottom of the 8th. As we mentioned, in Panama City, scattered thunderstorms developing tonight. We've got a chance of rain at 50% and pretty decent winds at 25 miles an hour out of the southeast. Looking at a low of 67 tonight. For tomorrow, 85% chance of precipitation with thunderstorms in the area. High tomorrow, 75. Then clearing up Sunday with just a 6% chance of rain. Mostly sunny, high of 77, and then back to work. Monday, also a high of 77. Right now, it's 68 in Bonifay. It's 69 in Mexico Beach. And in Panama City Beach, it is 69 degrees. And a swing and a miss, and that's a strikeout from Heredia. No, Mark, I haven't gotten the Dave's Crazy Bread yet. But you know what? I'm actually thinking about going to the store as soon as this game's over. That's what I'm going to do. And so I'm going to look. You know what? I need raisin bread. I'm going to look and see if they have Dave's Crazy Raisin Bread, right? You're saying that's pretty good. Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting about the music. Thanks for that reminder. And so we've got one out. Nobody on base in the bottom of the 8th. And Austin Riley is at the dish. He's 1 for 2. And there's a pop foul out of play. Yeah, I did not intend to have my music playing all that time. There's herbs and raisin bread. I don't know if I'm all about that. Are you serious? And Austin Riley strikes out, swinging. Tomorrow night, Madison Baumgartner for the Diamondbacks up against Drew Smiley. That is a 7:10 Eastern start. The pitch is a little bit outside. So 2 outs and a 2-0 count on whoever this is. Three and 1 count. Three one pitch is right in there. 3-2 now on Jackson. Keep those likes coming. Appreciate all that. Pitch is fouled away. It is still 3-2. If you are down on the Panhandle, Northwest Florida, don't forget to stop by the Bonifay Recreation Center for that huge wrestling event. The 3-2 pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3, sit down. And that'll take care of the Braves in the 8th inning. So that will do it for the Braves. We got to hold them right here now as we head to the top of the 9th inning on a Friday night in Atlanta. I will be back with you for all of that action, including the exciting conclusion of Braves baseball tonight, brought to you in part by Waffle House. All right, let's do this. Bottom, check that, top of the 9th inning. I mean, let's do this. Will Smith on for the save. And the count now after that ball is 1-1. What's going on this weekend, y'all? Hope you are living large. So tell me one more time, Mark Lane. I mean, really, should I get Dave's crazy raisin bread? Dave's killer raisin bread. Because I'm going to get it. If you say it's good, I'm going to get it. If you say it's not that good, then I'll just stick with the regular stuff, which is and there's a strikeout, by the way, 1 out in the 9th. Will Smith deals a strikeout. Escobar down swinging on that one. Welcome aboard, all 9 of you. Glad to have you with us on a Friday night. Make sure to hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe. We're on that drive to 1,000. And if we can get there, special things will happen. We'll upgrade the set. We'll get some different equipment, new camera. Welcome in, Rico. Yes. Big Willie style all up in it. And there's now 2 strikes. Check that. 2 balls. It's 2-0 on Kelly. Braves have a 1-run lead in the top of the 9th. There's 1 out. There's nobody on base, and it's a 2-0 count on Kelly. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike. 2-1. Doing really good. Appreciate you, man. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Rico. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Ground ball, third base. And Austin Riley throws over to first, and there's 2 outs. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 9th inning from Truist Park on a Friday night, just a little bit after 10 o'clock. That was a long throw over to first by Austin Riley, and he got it over to Freddie, no problem. So, last chance for Arizona is Nick Ahmed. He's a pinch hitter, and he's only batting .075 for the season. And the pitch to him is a foul ball. We will go over all the scores around the league as soon as this one is final. Will Smith gets ready to deliver the 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. In there. That is strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 9th inning. Diamondbacks in town for 3. So everybody ready to go? Here's the 0-2 pitch. That is a foul ball. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in regulation in the Hawks game. It's Atlanta 109, Miami 98 from State Farm Arena. And we'll check that one for a final score before we get out of here. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Chopped back over to the mound. Easy toss over to first, and that's your ball game. Braves winners on a Friday night. And your final score from Truist Park, it's Atlanta 5, Arizona 4. Oh, really, Gibby? Was I looking at a old scoreboard? Let's go back and do that again. Let me refresh my screen. Oh, yeah, you're right. I don't know what I was looking at. Yes, it is final from State Farm, where Atlanta wins 118-103 over the Heat without Trae Young. Absolutely. So, winners everywhere around the ATL tonight. Let's wrap this one up by taking a look at our scoring summary. Brought to you by Waffle House. How do you like your hash browns? So, the scoring tonight. And it all started in the second inning. And we will get to that in just a moment. So it all started in the second. Ozzy Albies had just doubled, and up came Austin Riley, and Weaver gave up a 432-foot blast by Austin Riley, and that made it 2-0 Braves. And then we got to the third inning, and the Braves had some more. This time it was Enoa with his single to left field, and Heredia scored, and that made it 3-0 Atlanta. And then, very next inning, the Diamondbacks got in on the action. The Braves were throwing a shutout up until the time that Chad Kelly hit a 402-foot blast to left field, and Cabrera was on base. And so that made it 3-2 Atlanta. And then the Braves answered right back in the bottom of the fifth inning. Dansby Swanson hit a triple, slid into third, and Ozuna had been on second base, and he scored easily. That made it 4-2 Atlanta. Then in the Diamondbacks half of the seventh, Rojas doubled, and that made it 4-3 on his RBI double. In the bottom of the seventh inning, it was Atlanta's turn again. This time it was Ozzy Albies and his 416-foot blast to right field. That gave Braves really all the insurance they needed. That made it 5-3. And then in the top of the eighth inning, the Diamondbacks got on the board one more time off of that wild pitch. And that made the score Atlanta 5, Arizona 4. So that is your scoring for tonight. And welcome in some of these folks that are a bit late to the party, but better late than never. Landon, good to see you in here. Appreciate that. And now before we get out of here, we will go over all the scores around the league. And we will start with all of the games that are currently in action at this hour. And that includes the following. And we'll start in Detroit, where the Royals have a 6-2 lead over the Tigers. In fact, that one has just gone final from Detroit, where the Royals win. Kansas City 6, Detroit 2 is your final score. It is in the ninth inning from Cleveland, where the Yankees have a 5-3 lead over Cleveland. Cleveland has not batted yet in the ninth. The Yankees are still up to bat at this moment. It's in the top of the eighth inning in Boston, where the Red Sox have a 6-2 lead over the Seattle Mariners. It's in the seventh inning from Houston, where the Angels are up 2-0 over the Astros. In the bottom of the eighth, the Twins are up 2-0 over Pittsburgh. That one is coming at you from the Twin Cities of Minneapolis and St. Paul. In Chicago, the White Sox have a 6-5 lead over the Texas Rangers in the fifth inning. In St. Louis, the Cards are up 5-1 over Cincinnati. It's tied in Colorado in the fifth inning, where the Phillies and Rockies are knotted up at deuces. It is in the second inning in San Fran, and not what we were hoping to see there. Right now, the Marlins are up 1-0. It is early, though, and hopefully the Giants can come back and win that game. And just underway from Dodger Stadium, the Padres and Dodgers are scoreless. And then we've got four finals. We've got the Cubs winning 15-2 over the Brewers. We have the A's beating the Orioles 3-1 from Baltimore. The Blue Jays 5. The Tampa Bay Rays 3 is final. And then the Mets took care of Washington. 6-0 was the final score, and apparently DeGrom went off in that game with a bunch of strikeouts. So that is your scoreboard. Appreciate everybody joining us tonight from Truist Park, where the Braves beat the Diamondbacks 5-4. When will I do my next stream? Not exactly sure. It could be tomorrow. It could be the next day. We do know for sure that Bone Crusher is going to be doing the Monday game when it's Braves Cubbies. So ring that notification bell. You will know exactly when I pick it up next time. So for now, A-Bomb saying so long. We will see you next time. Thank you so much for joining us, and happy weekend, everybody.